use of the means of grace about mission and what mission means. And it comes from the word missio, which means to be sent. And one of the things that we discussed was in our worship services, it's always about empowering us to be sent out into the world. Like we heard in the reading from Judges, God had sent them to explore the land, and when they inquired of the priest, will we be successful? And the priest said to them, go in peace. God is blessing what you are doing. The Greek word for one who is sent, one who has a mission, is apostolos, which is where we get the word apostle from. So when you think of the apostles, they are the sent ones, the ones sent out into the world. Just like in Judges, the apostles were sent out to explore, to meet people, to carry the word of God out into the world in all that they did and all that they said. Luther, too, had a sense of mission. He called it vocation. Vocation is wherever you are in the world, God is sending you there to do the work that God has called you to do. So it doesn't matter whether you are retired and taking care of grandkids, or whether you are a student in school and you are sitting in the classroom, or whether you are taking care of a house, or you are in a nursing home and taking care of people, or whether you are cleaning a church, or whether you're preaching a sermon. In all of it, God is sending you to that particular time and that particular place to do a particular mission in the name of Christ. We don't often think of our places of work or our homes or our schools as mission fields. I mean, we think of a missionary, and we think of somebody who gets sent over to Africa or India, and they have to survive great trials and tribulations in order to carry the word of God into the world. But in fact, every place outside of the walls of this church is your mission field, is our mission field. And we come here to be fed, to be empowered, to be inspired, to go out into the world and live as a called and sent people of God. And this can be really helpful if you're going into a situation where you're feeling some trepidation, or you're feeling bored, or you're not looking forward to the work that you are called to do, to think, wait a minute, let me pause here and think, God is sending me here for a purpose, for a reason. I may not know what it is, but God has given me everything I need to at least try to be the presence of God in this place and this time for these people. And you might be amazed at what God has for you in that mission field. Even if it's just going to the grocery store. I was at the grocery store one time, and there was a young mother there with 2 children, and they were rowdy and rambunctious, and these kids were just, trying to tear stuff off the shelf. And I just happened to be passing by, and I saw a woman come up and just help this young mother with the kids and distract them and kind of help clean things up. And the mother, I could tell, was just so grateful that somebody reached out to her. Everybody else was passing by, but this woman reached out and helped her. And I thought, there is somebody who understands that the mission field is wherever God has placed you in that time for those people. She was doing the work of God, being a minister right there in the grocery store. So as we are coming to the end of this Lenten journey, and we are being sent out into the world, remember your baptism. Remember that you have been a baptized child of God. You have been called to be part of this group of people who gather around each other and share our trials and share our joys and help each other to learn and to grow. And we are fed on God's holy word and on the sacraments, and we are always sent out to carry the message of God and God's love into the world. Amen.